Hi, folks. I'm Charlotte Jusinski, editor of El Palacio magazine. Our podcast, Encounter Culture, is coming back for Season 2 this spring, and we can hardly wait. In Season 1, we took you on a behind-the-scenes tour of the museums of Santa Fe. And now, we're venturing out to discover the hidden, perhaps dark histories of our state, and learning how fresh eyes translate those histories to the museum world. We're looking at how art affects New Mexico's bottom line, budget-wise, and giving you a preview of new exhibitions you should definitely check out this spring and summer. At this moment, we're deep in conversation with some of the people behind the Bosque Redondo Memorial, the New Mexico Farm and Ranch Heritage Museum, the National Hispanic Cultural Center, New Mexico Arts, the State Library, and more. And I don't want to give away too much, but I'll let you eavesdrop just a little.
The best part about history is that it's not easy. It's complicated. And that's perfect because our lives are complicated, and that's how you connect people to it.
You know, this is a super sensitive subject for Navajo people, but I need to be able to get the big point across of how the majority of Navajo people feel about the Long Walk in Fort Sumner. In all honesty, it just seems like when matters like this about Native American history in America that deal with very negative things that happen, atrocities that happened, you know, they kind of seem to get swept again by the wayside. The real powerful, emotional stories, they don't get to see the light of day.
The state invests in its arts and culture in New Mexico. So the upside to that is that we get to be in that big bucket of culture. The downside to that is that we are a very tiny fish in a very big pond. We have a lot of support in a lot of ways, but financially we are underfunded, chronically underfunded. You know, art got us through the pandemic and we all know it. But really, the money part is true too.
We're the land of enchantment, but I think there's something about where we walk every day and the history of this soil and who we were and, you know, ancestors that came before us. We're all mestizos in many ways. We're, you know, a makeup of a lot of different parts, right? And so I think that that's what draws people to New Mexico is that sense of belonging. And like I said, my roots are in New Mexico, and this is home. And even if I've traveled, I went to school in Michigan, I lived in Austin, I've lived a lot of different places, but this is home to me. This is my home.
Follow us today on your favorite podcast app so you'll be the first to hear when our new season begins. In the meantime, visit our website at podcast.nmculture.org and follow the New Mexico Department of Cultural Affairs on Instagram at New Mexican Culture. We're excited to have you along for the ride as we encounter culture together.